Kanju has also prepared a contract paper with her which she reads out to Lagan. Firstly, you will treat me as your employee and not as a girl. Secondly, you will respect my privacy after working hours. Thirdly, you will have to come to the hospital every week for a checkup and take therapy sessions. Fourthly, you do not need to pay me a salary. I will work for free. Just give me a room in your house to live in for 3 months. Kanju gives the contract paper to Lagan so that he can read it carefully and sign it himself, but Lagan tears the paper and burns it. Kanju is shocked and says, "If you had a problem with something, you should have told me and I would have got it changed. You should have stopped me from doing this. What was the need?" Then Lagan says, "Anyway, I was not going to sign the contract. If you are done with the matter, then please go from here." Kanju says, "You were the one who introduced me as the team doctor in front of the investor, so why are you saying that you have not signed the contract?" Lagan replies, "Because now my mind has changed. When I introduced you to the investors, I liked you, but now I don't." Hearing this, Kanju is shocked and says, "This is a very good thing for our work." In the middle of your feelingless statement, Kanju says, "How can I go like this? You told me that I am your team doctor, due to which I have also taken leave from the hospital, so please keep me on the job." But Lagan does not listen to her and asks her to leave. Then Kanju says, "How can you ask me to leave at this time of the night? I will not get any bus at this time, and it is raining heavily, and my phone does not have charge to call a taxi. That is why I will not go from here." Lagan starts to pick her up and take her out when suddenly there is a loud thunder which frightens Kanju. They both are very close to each other, due to which both of them start feeling very uncomfortable. Lagan's heart starts beating fast, so he quickly puts Kanju down. He comes and says, "I just had wine, that's why I pushed you out of my car. If you cannot leave the house, then go to the guest room, charge your phone, and then leave from here." Saying this, Lagan goes to his room. Kanju comes to the guest room and lies down on the bed. Then we are shown a scene from a few hours ago. When the director and Dr. Tai come to meet the minister, Kanju is already present there and is talking to the minister. She tells the minister that their research subject, Lagan, has been discharged from the hospital. Then the director says to Kanju, "I have to stay outside and keep an eye on Lagan and observe his condition. For this they have also discharged me from the hospital, due to which I am working very well." Kanju comes to know that the director and Dr. Tai themselves told the minister that Lagan has been discharged and how she is going to work now, due to which the director can neither remove her from the research team nor shift the research to the neurosurgery department. The minister says, "This is a very good thing. In this way, you will be able to observe Lagan's condition and behavior very well." The director's plan failed, and hence anger is clearly visible on his face, but he cannot do anything. The next day, when Lagan wakes up, he finds out that Kanju did not leave from there at night. She had ordered a lot of food and was eating. Lagan asks her why she is doing this. Then Kanju starts talking nonsense. Lagan says, "I am talking to you. I will ask you one more time, what is your intention behind doing all this?" Kanju says in her mind, "Because you are my patient, so it is my job to take care of your health." Then Lagan gets a call from Chasen. She tells him something, and then Lagan says, "Okay, I will quickly reach the rehab center." Kanju asks him if something has happened to any player from his agency, but Lagan doesn't tell her anything. When Lagan is leaving for the rehab center, Kanju says to him, "Please take me along too." Lagan doesn't do that. He leaves her there and then goes away. When Cyan comes home, Kanju's mother starts beating her and says, "You were out of the house the whole night without telling anything. Do you think this is a guest house? You come when you want and go when you want. When I called your mom, she had no idea that you were here. You came to Korea without informing anyone, and you stay out of the house all night. If you do this again, I will throw you out myself." Cyan becomes increasingly worried that her mom might tell her dad that she came to Korea. When Lagan arrives at the rehab center, Kyung-ju has already arrived there. Kanju asks Lagan to place a bet. If she loses, she will never trouble him again. Lagan asks her what kind of bet this is. Kanju says if the player he has come to meet does not like her, she will leave. Lagan agrees to the bet because he is fully confident that Chasen will not like her. When Kanju comes to meet Chasen, Chasen gets very angry at the trainer. She is upset because she does not feel like going for rehab treatment. Kanju tells her about herself and tries to talk to her, but Chasen does not pay any attention to her words. Kanju asks Chasen to be friendly and tells her that she will help her in her rehab treatment. When Lagan comes to see Chasen, he finds Chasen hanging Kanju and running away. Seeing Kanju in this condition, Ligon starts laughing. Kanju pleads with him to let her down, but Ligon starts playing with her a bit and says he doesn't know how to open it. When Eyeless comes to meet Professor Han for therapy sessions, the professor asks if he and his family can convince Ligon to stay in the hospital. The professor explains that Ligon suddenly got discharged and left, which is causing them a lot of worry. Listen says that they know Ligon doesn't listen to anyone and doesn't remember any bad memories now, so he thinks Ligon is absolutely fine. The professor warns that if Ligon remembers any bad memory, it could be a big problem as it would deeply impact his mind. Listen asks if Ligon will be able to remember everything, and the professor says there are high chances of this happening. Knowing this, Listen gets very worried but controls himself. Lee-sun also came to meet Kanju in the hospital, but he did not find her there, so he asks the professor about her. The professor tells Listen that due to some reasons, Kanju is on leave for some time. Knowing this, Listen gets sad and asks the professor for Kanju's contact number. The professor asks why he needs Kanju's number. Listen says, "Nothing, I just wanted to have dinner with her because she has helped me many times." The professor responds that since she is not here, he can come with him to have dinner instead. Listen does not feel like eating with them, so he leaves. Listen remembers which neighborhood he dropped Kanju off in. We then see Cyan, who has come to buy groceries from a convenience store but is short of money. His credit card doesn't work, leading him to realize that his mom has told his dad that he is in Korea, so his dad has blocked his credit card. Lee also comes to buy something from this store, where he meets Cyan. Cyan says, "Are you a stalker? Are you following me?" Listen responds, "No, I have some work to do and that is why I have come here. But did you know I was coming here and reached here before me?" Both of them sit outside the store and start talking. Cyan says, "I gave you the address to send the bracelet. Did you come to meet me after seeing it? But why did I reject you? Do you still have feelings for me? We went on dates thrice in Italy, and all 3 times we just sat together and drank beer. Those were the worst dates of my life." They both start arguing a lot with each other. Cyan says, "If you follow me, I will tell the reporters. And anyway, my dad has come to know that I am in Korea, so one of his men must be keeping an eye on me. If he sees you with me, he will bury you in the tennis court without letting anyone know, so be careful." Both of them decide that they will never meet each other again. We understand that both of them have somewhat forgotten each other. They also don't like it. Kanju comes to the hospital and asks Professor Han how to counsel a sports player, so Professor Han gives her a lot of books. At night, Ligon is having dinner with his family. His mom says, "I know you want to do business, but it is necessary for you to stay in the office. Will it be better if you work from home?" Then her dad says, "In such a situation, someone might think that you have a girl hidden in your office." Ligon is shocked on hearing that and says, "What are you talking about? I don't have time to fall in love with someone right now." His mom starts laughing and says, "That day you were talking very lovingly in front of your first love, so what happened now?" Lee-sun is quite surprised to know that Ligon has a first love. He starts asking who she is and if she is beautiful, but Ligon says, "From today onwards, don't mention my first love in front of me." The way he is behaving makes them all think that maybe his first love dumped him. After dinner, when Ligon is leaving, he tells Listen, "The day I had the accident, I was at home the whole day, and I fell down the stairs, right?" Listen says, "Yes, this is what happened. When you fell from the stairs, Mom, Dad, and I were all at home. As soon as we saw you, we quickly took you to the hospital. By the way, why are you asking all this? Are these your memories?" Ligon says, "There is no such issue," and leaves from there. When Ligon is going to the office in his car, we come to know that Ligon had checked the GPS history of his car and found out that he went to the reunion party. Ligon says to himself, "I went to the reunion party. So why did Listen lie to me? What is he trying to hide?" He gets into deep thinking, and this is where episode number 10 ends. So guys, how did you like this episode? Do tell me by commenting. If you liked my video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel to see the explanations of further episodes. I will meet you in the next video. Take care, bye-bye.